All right, you guys, there is some big time energy coming through. The cards that were pulled, the messages that came through, there's just some big time energy. And I'm really excited to share these messages. Oh, like very excited in my system. I almost felt like I needed to take a deep breath before I even go through them because I feel like my breath is being taken away by them. And I feel like that's going to happen for you. Your breath is just going to be like, you're going to be taken away by what you're manifesting, what you're bringing through, what you're, creating, and what's actually coming for you. Those opportunities, those fated meetings, right? Those people that you're going to be meeting that are coming into your life, communities, I'm feeling, different types of people from all walks of life is what I'm hearing. So you're manifesting power right now. There's a lot of power being manifested through you, through your physical body as well. And you're doing this, you're anchoring more of this so that you can utilize this energy, this like well of energy, right? We always connect with the well of energy. There's this reservoir of energy that lives within our energy body, okay? And it's underneath your belly button. It's known as the DNTN in traditional Chinese medicine or ancient Chinese medicine, however you'd like to view it. And please correct me if I'm wrong below in the comments. But the DNTN, also known as the sacral chakra, so it's right below the solar plexus, right in above your root chakra. Okay, your womb, okay, your womb of life, the womb that you were built from, okay. There's this reservoir of energy that you're drawing from. Activating the DNTN with your breath, noticing and sending your breath, your awareness down into that space, and just allowing it to expand and contract so that you can gain momentum, so that it can gain movement of that energy, that reservoir of energy. So when you're feeling like low energy, when you're feeling like you're out of energy, when you feel lots of stagnancy, when you feel like you haven't been creative, when you feel like you haven't been sensual or playful, that's when you can dive into that reservoir of energy, okay? And you can always dive into it, but those are just some tips right there. But you're gaining power with intent, okay? Every intention that you set is gaining more and more power, okay? It's gaining strength through perseverance right now. You are gaining so much more strength by saying yes to your experience, yes to wanting more, yes to exploring more, yes to staying curious through your experience, through this evolution of this timeline that you've kind of like hopped on into. And there's like this ache or this itch inside of yourself that you haven't been able to get to or get at, like this internal eruption of things that are changing, and you're saying to yourself, I know I need to be the one to make them, right? I know I need to be the one to make the changes. I know I need to change up the program, change up the system, right? Eject the old playing album or CD or program that's been on repeat so that I can inject, right? So that I can install a new program. And you can make that choice and that change through every moment of your life's experience. Like just this morning, I said to myself, I woke up, it's rainy, I felt like low energy, I needed coffee, is what I said. And I don't even drink coffee every day. Sometimes I switch it up to matcha, sometimes it's coffee, sometimes it's cacao. Um, and if you're interested in cacao, I have a link below where you can save 10%, and it is an affiliate link, so it allows me to actually earn rewards as well through using that link, but it's through Aura Cacao, and I've used them for about 7 years now, and I love their cacao. It's so heart-opening and so heartwarming. It got me through my huge spiritual awakening and dark night of the soul experience, one of them that I went through. But anyways, so I kept saying to myself, like, I don't even feel like doing Zumba. I don't feel like doing yoga. I even stood in front of my TV and I started going to YouTube to play Zumba. This like, uh, it's like a fun Zumba video. But I stood there and I'm like, I don't feel like doing this. I have no energy. And so I looked for my favorite yoga person on YouTube and I played her and I got through the whole 30-minute experience. And during it, I'm like, I feel so weak. I feel like I have low energy still. I feel like I don't even want to be doing this. So I was like pushing myself. But there was like this beautiful push within it that was happening. It was like the push that happens when we're birthing something, when we're birthing babies. Okay, for all of my mamas out there that have birthed babies naturally or, you know, through birth, the birthing process, if you've, however you've had your birthing process. But like there's that I can't do this, but I gotta do this feeling, and that's willpower, that's intention, that's your intent, that's your free will. And you have all of that reservoir waiting for you inside of you already. So there's been like this energy of like what to do, what to do, what to do, right? What do I need to do? You've been asking like your guides, your angels, your intuition to guide you, to just allow yourself to listen, to hear them, to hear it, right? Leaving it up to source, leaving it up to your intuition, believing in having the courage to keep going, right? And there's just like this energy that's coming through, and I'm like looking at the cards right now that came through. It was like the root chakra with strength, and strength comes from your connection to the root of your being. So staying grounded in your body while you're creating and while you're manifesting, while you're in this state of wanting, choosing to live better, to do better, to give better, to receive better, right? Reciprocity, the balance that happens that when we're in that state of right alignment, right? And then there's the peace card that came out, and peace has been coming up. And like I manifested this color of my shirt because this is the color of the shirt that or the color that I was speaking about in the throat chakra healing that I just did yesterday was this light blue color, okay? This light blue that's like this angelic color that when the clouds and the blue sky form and come together. I don't even know why that came up, but peace, like in stillness, the answer will be revealed, is what this card says. And then the last card that came out was the solar plexus. And it says fearlessness. It says turn your warrior into a warrior. Okay. A lot of you have been fighting against an unseen, invisible battle, is what I'm hearing. This invisible, unseen battle within yourself that you need to be doing something, that you should be somewhere already. And you've been confronted with these boundaries of your mind, body, and spirit kind of like clashing because your body hasn't yet caught up to this experience that you're ready. Your soul and your spirit are like, yes, I want to do more of that. I want to have more of that. I want to live in like this 5D realm of financial abundance, of prosperity. I want to take it easy. I don't want to keep pushing myself or making it harder on my body, right? um, and it's really about you just grounding and being with those parts of your body that aren't there yet energetically, that aren't there physically. And know that all parts of you, everything's a working muscle that needs to be worked on, right? Worked through. So there's some knots that may have been like, stuck in and keeping things stagnant within your physical body, but also within your energy. So it's unwinding, okay? And like a good way to do that is really to unwind and to unravel the joints, okay? When we unravel and we open up our joints, we open up more to life, okay? We open up the decisions that may have been backlogged or clogged for some time, holding those stagnant emotions and feelings, keeping us distracted away from keeping on the path and going. And so it's really about this playful dance, is what they're showing, like salsa almost, of like going back to go forward, right? Making that movement a little bit more fluid, okay? Making and having fun with it. And I know that's like, like a higher perspective way of seeing it and viewing it. And so the nitty gritty of that is, okay, what do I need to do physically to allow myself to understand my energy and the blockages that are happening physically and energetically that are keeping me away from this spiritual alignment of evolution, of ascension, of ascending into a higher timeline, of understanding that it's already there for me because I've already thought of it. I've like, now the thoughts have formed an electrical current. Okay, so now it's connecting with the feeling because the feeling is what is magnetic. Okay, but right, but there's just little tweaking that just needs to happen for you. Okay, and you're doing it little by little. So what they're saying right now is like, I feel like very much angelic presence coming through is like releasing the pressure, releasing those pressure valves, okay? Releasing all of the heaviness, the burdens, the responsibilities that you've been placing and putting on yourself. And allowing yourself to have peace as you move through little by little the things out of your way, the things that have been blocking you and put in your way. It's for you to see you a little bit more clearly of what you've been experiencing and going through. And quick story here, while we're on this energy of the new moon kind of settling in from Gemini and like Mercury, the archetype of communication, right? Of expression. Even actually, the expression card was at the back of this chakra card deck, okay? It literally was, yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay. When I wasn't, for 8 years, I was vegetarian. And I went vegetarian because after I had my twins, I experienced thyroid issues. And so I wanted to heal as naturally as possible. So I tried all of the holistic remedies and pathways, and going vegetarian just did it for me. Okay. And amongst other things, drinking celery juice and all these other things. Um, but over the last few years, during a huge ascension pathway that I've been traveling, I experienced a lot of anxiety, a lot of panic, to the point where like my electrical and chemical systems just felt like off. And for a while, I was like, maybe I should start integrating, animal protein in again. And I kept saying no, no, no. But then, like last May, yeah, last May, almost a year ago, I started experiencing swallowing issues, and I would go to the doctors, even though I don't usually go to the doctors. And I went to the ER multiple times. They did so many testings. There was nothing that came up, nothing that was showing, okay? Nothing physically. So I was doing a lot of energy work. I was seeing energy healers. I was working with people, and nothing was clearing this blockage. Okay, so I started eating and integrating animal protein back into my diet. And over time, I tell you, it's taken like maybe 7 or 8 months for the swallowing to kind of balance out now. And there's a lot more that I could go into saying that, but it was, and I don't even know how I got here, but it's really about you listening and tuning into what your physical body needs through your intuition, through the feeling, through the senses, okay? And when we allow ourselves to do that, when we stop resisting, when we stop pushing things away because they're not so spiritual, because that's, bad karma, or because something's going to happen to us if we, do it, because those are all the things that I kind of felt from it. I was like, okay, my karma, like karma of eating animals and this and that. And when we stop resisting and we just allow our body to receive what it needs, okay, may it be rest. When you say, like, I have been sleeping good, why am I so tired? You're just speaking to that part of your body or your mind and your energy, like dismissing them as if they don't matter. So understanding what may be the cause of the fatigue, of the tiredness, getting curious, exploring, talk and touch, doing energy healing for yourself or watching videos for energy healing. Um, and then allowing yourself to rest here and there, cat naps, allowing yourself to just be in a state of relaxation and receiving the energy healing. All those things to help you get to where you want to feel good in your body, mind, and spirit, so that you can come into that full alignment, so that you can come into balance and harmony instead of always pushing, pushing, pushing against the current. Yeah. You got this, okay? We got this. We all got this. And if this resonated for you, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And I'm sending you all so much good healing vibes today throughout your week and allowing the new moon of Gemini to integrate.